The year was 1885, and Paris was still dreaming in colour. Every morning, the Seine caught the first blush of dawn and scattered it across the city like spilled wine. Élodie Martin stood at her easel near Pont Neuf, her brush trembling with the cold. The air smelled of rain and turpentine. Around her, the city yawned awake, carriages rumbling, bakers shouting, church bells arguing with pigeons. She painted it all, not what she saw, but what she felt. The pulse beneath the cobblestones, the whisper of the river. But lately, her inspiration had faltered. Her mentor, an aging painter named Rousseau, said she needed to see the world differently. Find a new muse, he told her, someone who makes the light change. She hadn't known he meant it literally. That morning, a man stopped to watch her paint. He wore a worn, charcoal coat, the kind that belonged to someone who had once been wealthy and had since decided not to care. His eyes were sharp as a line of ink, yet there was kindness there too, like sunlight through smoke. "Your dawn is too gentle," he said in a quiet voice. The sky was never so polite. Élodie turned, startled. "And what would you know of dawn, monsieur?" "I've watched it from train windows, ship decks and battlefields," he replied, a wistful smile ghosting across his lips. "It never waits for permission to burn." He introduced himself as Julien Artois, a writer recently returned from the war in Algeria. They argued about colour, light, and what truth meant in art. He called her cautious. She called him arrogant, and yet, when he left, she found herself painting faster, her heart louder. Julien returned, the next day and the next, sometimes with a notebook, sometimes with nothing but words. He told her stories of distant places, of deserts where the stars were too bright to sleep, of oceans that looked like melted glass. In return, she showed him how to see Paris in brushstrokes. Their friendship bloomed like spring through stone, and soon every painting she made began to hum with him, his laughter hidden in the reflections, his voice in every shade of gold. But Paris is cruel to dreamers. One morning, Élodie found his usual place by the river empty. Weeks passed. Whispers reached her that Julien had left again, this time to chase a story in Marseille, and that the fever had taken him on the journey south. She didn't believe it at first, couldn't, so she painted him, over and over, until the canvas itself seemed to breathe. A year later, her painting, The Colour of Dawn, hung in the salon. Critics called it a masterpiece, a portrait of light, grief, and impossible tenderness. They asked who the man in the shadows was. Élodie only smiled. "He was someone who taught me that dawn is never polite," she said softly. And every morning after, as the sun broke over the scene, she still waited, brush in hand, for a ghost who had once made the light change.